Not going to begin right off with the debate last night. I want to first give you some highlights that the U.S. Supreme Court, they're in their home stretch of releasing some opinions this term. And they still have a couple of blockbuster opinions, I will say that are still hanging out there. But today, the Supreme Court released a majority opinion shrinking the power of the administrative state. Well, what does all that mean? Real quickly, for a few moments, joining me is FRC's Senior Fellow for Regulatory Affairs, Dr. Chris Gacek. He is also an attorney. And Chris, welcome to the program. Thanks for coming on to give us an update on Supreme Court news today.
It's good to see you, Jody, and we'll hit it fast.
All right, yeah, let's hit it fast. There were 3 decisions that were announced by the Supreme Court today. Give us a brief overview of them.
So just real quickly, this case called basically overturning the Chevron doctrine. Chevron was the name of a case from 1984, and it essentially laid out this principle that if there was some disputed or unclear language in a statute, courts would defer to the expert opinions of administrative agencies. Back then, they thought it would be an easier way to handle these problems. It turned out to be a total nightmare, and the court today said that not only is it, they didn't really go into the fact that it's a total nightmare, but they said that it's inconsistent with the statute that enables you to sue the government to get a correction of the law, which basically says that the courts have to apply the law, not administrative agencies. So they, in a sense, did a statutory interpretation to say that it had always been interpreted the wrong way. It's kind of a stunning doctrine, but the bottom line of it is courts are not just going to allow these agencies to have self-serving interpretations of statutes that increase their power and are contrary to the meaning of the statutes as the courts see it. So that era is over.
So this is a powerful move, really, and I do think this is one of those things that would be swept under the rug. Most people would not know what's going on. But real quickly, in less than a minute, the Chevron doctrine. Hit on that.
It's basically what I was just saying, that if you have an unclear statute, there's sort of a kind of a methodology for how you determine what that means. And essentially what it said was courts should allow or defer to, this is where you get Chevron deference, to the interpretation of this statute when there's ambiguity as to the meaning, that the court should defer to the agency. And that's what ended today. So
that's putting it in the hands of the courts.
Exactly. And in essence, the courts had a long period of just saying, you're interpreting these things the wrong way, but because of our precedent, we can't correct it.
Wow. Chris Gacek, thank you so much. Appreciate you giving us that info, and we'll look forward to having you on to go into further detail on some of those SCOTUS decisions.